The author of CredCrack on his blog posted an update, and he actually has a lot of interesting, or I shouldn't say interesting, very good, valid kind of best practices around how you might want to be able to mitigate or at least detect that the presence of CredCrack or Mimikatz or these kind of tools are in play inside your network. I don't know if we'll go over all of them here. The article's pretty good because it's actually pretty concise. He gives a nice concise readout though, but having good password and account security, so enforce least user access, so don't give people more privileges things than they absolutely need.
I think we had discussed that,
yeah,
or at
we
least
discussed
in the context
that
around
before. The other one, this one I thought was interesting. He says remove rogue administrative accounts daily. If you have like rogue administrative accounts occurring daily on your network, then that's a problem. But really, I think the point is you should have some kind of script or processing running to look for any creation of new administrative accounts that you're not expecting. So hopefully maybe you never see that happen.
So maybe he meant review to look for rogue administrative accounts daily and remove any that occur.
Right. Yeah, that's I think what he intended. And then securing administrative accounts. Basically don't use domain administrator accounts to log on to workstations, because that's actually one of the threat surfaces there with Mimikatz, is that it can extract those domain administrator credentials from memory if somebody happens to log into a workstation like that. Segment your workstations. Don't allow workstations to talk to other workstations over NetBIOS and SMB, unless you really need to. Most people don't have a need. You're usually doing workstations to servers and things like that. So he has some advice about limiting and restricting that activity. Also, do some network anomaly detection to look for, using your IDS to detect anomalies such as lots of SMB login attempts across the network from a single endpoint or whatever, so look for that kind of scanning activity, brute forcing. Another one that I thought was interesting is disable Windows Digest security provider in the registry. I hadn't really looked at this, but there's an article that he links to in here where you can disable that in the registry such that it kind of prevents Mimikatz from being able to extract these things from memory. I didn't get the whole details of actually how that works, but it's an interesting read, so I would have people check that out. And then
before you go, are you familiar with this one, Jim?
Not.
This isn't related to the caching.
No.
No. Okay.
I don't think it is. I think it's something about the LSAS service and Windows Digest and preventing people from actually being able to hook into LSAS or something like that. I'm not positive though. And then for environments where you are running Windows 8 or higher, Windows 10, and Server 2012, he mentions consider using the protected users group feature on Server 2012. That has some ways to help kind of prevent this type of activity. And also research and consider protecting the LSAS process, which I guess in Windows 8.1 and higher, there's some ways to help. They have some features in there that allow you to prevent who can interact with the LSAS process, which is where all that stuff is stored in terms of the hashes and whatnot. So.